My cousin tried to sabotage my wedding cake with a knife. I knew my cousin Megan was capable of anything when she showed up to my engagement party wearing a bridal veil and demanded the photographer take a picture of her catching the bouquet. She was a professional spotlight thief. My wedding day was approaching, and Megan was furious because she wasn't a bridesmaid. She was just a guest. She spent weeks complaining to my mom about the menu, the venue, and most importantly, the $5,000 custom wedding cake that was supposedly too tall and took away from the elegance. I started getting paranoid. I knew she'd pull something. The cake was being prepped in a back room at the venue, and I told my wife's baker, Maria, to make sure it was under lock and key. Maria, bless her, looked me dead in the eye and said, "Your cousin is already asking me where the sugar flowers are kept." That's when I came up with the ultimate plan. I called the baker and paid extra for a backup cake, a 4-tier styrofoam replica, completely iced and decorated identically to the real one, but filled with cheap shaving cream instead of vanilla sponge. On the morning of the wedding, I had my best man, Mike, help me switch the cakes. The real $5,000 cake went into a secure, refrigerated utility closet. The beautiful, worthless foam and shaving cream replica went right onto the main pedestal in the ballroom. Everything went perfectly until the reception. Right after the toasts, Megan disappeared. 5 minutes later, she walked back into the ballroom, holding a large, innocent-looking purse. She went straight to the corner where the cake sat, fiddling with her phone, waiting for her moment. The moment the lights dimmed for the father-daughter dance, she bolted for the cake table. She pulled a tiny, sharp tool out of her bag and started quickly slashing one of the middle layers of the cake. She clearly wanted to make the cake collapse mid-photo, but because it was styrofoam, it didn't collapse. It just made a horrible, squeaky noise. She stabbed it again, and this time, white shaving cream erupted out the side of the cake, right onto her dress. The lights came back on, and she was standing there covered in foam, next to the squeaky slashed replica. The entire room saw it. The photographer caught her. The DJ immediately stopped the music. Megan tried to sprint away, shouting, I was just checking if it was stable. I walked up to the cake, looked at the shaving cream mess, and just smiled. I said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Don't worry, Megan." That was just the backup. The real wedding cake is still completely safe. She spent the rest of the night hiding in the bathroom, having failed to ruin our day and succeeding only in ruining her own dress. The real cake was perfect. Sometimes the most beautiful part of a wedding is the public failure of the saboteur.